Welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe and press the notification bell. The 2025 Arch KRGT-1 represents a unique intersection of artistry, engineering, and pure riding passion. It's not just a motorcycle, it's a philosophy brought to life in steel, aluminum, carbon fiber, and leather. It's rare in today's industry to find a machine that is so unapologetically handcrafted, where every component feels personal, every design decision deliberate. Arch Motorcycle, co-founded by actor and motorcycle enthusiast Keanu Reeves and master builder Guard Holiner, has long promised to create motorcycles that are built around the rider, and with the 2025 KRGT-1, they've elevated that promise into something almost spiritual. From the very first glance, the KRGT-1 demands attention. It's aggressive, muscular, yet also impossibly elegant. The lines flow naturally, from the broad, sculpted fuel tank to the tight rear end, giving the bike a sense of motion even when it's standing still. Everything is about balance between raw mechanical power and refined design sophistication. The billet aluminum used throughout the frame and subframe components glows under natural light, and the carbon fiber elements are seamlessly integrated, never flashy, always purposeful. Each KRGT-1 seems less like it was assembled and more like it was sculpted by hand. There's an organic sense to the way it comes together, a natural grace despite its undeniable brawn. At the heart of the KRGT-1 lies a monstrous 124 cubic inch SV twin engine, meticulously tuned specifically for Arch. That's over 2000 cc of rumbling, soulful power. But the 2025 model refines that experience even further, offering smoother delivery across the rev range, crisper throttle response, and a slightly more polished character without losing the visceral thrill that defines the big American V-twin experience. When you fire it up, the deep, bass-heavy rumble immediately grabs your chest and refuses to let go. Every pulse of the engine reminds you that you are in command of something truly special, something alive in a way that few modern motorcycles dare to be anymore. On the road, the KRGT-1 transforms. You expect it to be heavy, perhaps reluctant to change direction, but instead, it feels incredibly balanced. Thanks to its bespoke chassis geometry and the lightweight yet incredibly strong materials, the KRGT-1 handles with surprising agility. The A-lens suspension is fully adjustable, allowing riders to fine-tune the setup to their weight, their style, even the specific demands of different roads. Whether attacking canyon curves or stretching its legs on an open highway, the KRGT-1 feels planted, poised, and eager. There's a natural communication between rider and machine, a seamless conversation happening through the seat, the pegs, the bars. The feedback is immediate, trustworthy, and deeply rewarding. Braking performance is world-class, as it should be on a machine of this caliber. High-end ISR braking components offer phenomenal stopping power with exceptional modulation. There's never a sense of harshness, even aggressive braking maneuvers feel controlled and progressive. Twin 6-piston calipers up front and a robust rear setup ensure that no matter how spirited the ride gets, you always have immense confidence in your ability to rein things in when necessary. ABS is standard but tuned so carefully that it never feels intrusive, activating only when truly needed, allowing skilled riders to push the limits without unnecessary electronic interference. The 2025 KRGT-1 continues Arch's tradition of bespoke tailoring for each customer. Every KRGT-1 starts with a consultation process where the future owner's physical dimensions, riding style, and aesthetic preferences are carefully recorded. The seat is sculpted for your comfort. The handlebars are designed for your reach and stance. The foot controls are positioned for your frame. Even finer details like the stitching pattern, paint color, and anodizing shades are all chosen by you, making each KRGT-1 as unique as a fingerprint. It's not hyperbole to say that no two KRGT-1s are exactly alike. And this level of attention to detail creates a bond between rider and machine that's almost impossible to replicate with mass-produced motorcycles. A notable evolution in the 2025 KRGT-1 is the integration of more advanced materials without losing the analog soul that defines the brand. Carbon fiber is used more extensively, not for show, but for strategic weight reduction and strength. The wheels, body panels, and even some subframe elements are now lighter and stronger, helping to improve the power-to-weight ratio and sharpen handling characteristics even further. Despite these advancements, Arch has resisted the temptation to over-digitize the riding experience. There's no massive touchscreen, no menu diving necessary to enjoy the KRGT-1. Instead, there's a beautifully simple, minimalist digital display that gives you just the information you need: speed, RPM, gear position, and a few vital stats. The bike stays focused on what matters: the pure, unfiltered connection between rider and road. Riding the KRGT-1 is an experience that engages all your senses. The seat of your pants feels the heartbeat of the engine. Your hands read the road through the grips. The exhaust note, a deep, rolling thunder that escalates into a ferocious bellow at higher RPMs, fills your ears, becoming an essential part of the riding rhythm. Long-distance rides are not only possible but genuinely enjoyable thanks to the thoughtful ergonomics and the smooth, consistent torque delivery. Whether you're hammering through tight technical twisties or stretching out across wide desert highways, the KRGT-1 adapts and excels. This motorcycle doesn't seek to compete with mainstream luxury or performance bikes. It defines its own category. It's not trying to be a sports bike. It's not pretending to be a pure cruiser. It's something entirely different, a road weapon for those who want every ride to be an event, a memory, a story worth telling. There's a tactile, mechanical quality to the KRGT-1 that's becoming increasingly rare in today's era of digital throttles and safety nets. You feel the slight pulse at idle, the mechanical whir of parts in motion, the tangible sense of energy waiting to be unleashed. It demands a level of respect, and in return, it offers a riding experience that is pure, immediate, and deeply personal. The ownership experience, too, is unlike anything else. Buying a KRGT-1 means entering a very exclusive club, but it's not about showing off wealth or status. It's about passion. Owners are invited to the Arch headquarters for a fitting session, where their motorcycles are essentially tailor-made for them. You get to meet the people who are literally building your motorcycle by hand. You see the process. You become part of it. There's a transparency and a sincerity to the way Arch does business that is refreshingly honest and deeply rewarding. It's more than customer service, it's a relationship. The cost of all this craftsmanship, naturally, is substantial. A 2025 KRGT-1 starts at well over $100,000, and with customization, many examples go significantly beyond that. But to look at it purely as a purchase price misses the point. You're not just buying a motorcycle, you're investing in a piece of rolling art, an extension of yourself rendered in the highest possible quality materials and assembled by true artisans. In that context, the KRGT-1 starts to feel less like a luxury and more like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. In an era where efficiency often trumps emotion, where motorcycles are increasingly judged by their spec sheets rather than the smiles they generate, the 2025 Arch KRGT-1 stands tall as a beacon for those who believe that motorcycles should stir the soul. It's not the fastest bike in the world, nor the most technologically advanced. But it might just be the most honest, the most deeply satisfying to ride and to own. It's a motorcycle that respects its rider, challenges them, rewards them, and grows with them over time. Every ride on the KRGT-1 is an event, an experience rich with sensation, emotion, and joy. It asks for your full attention and rewards you with unforgettable memories. It is a celebration of freedom, individuality, and the raw, untamed beauty of the open road. And in today's increasingly homogenized world, that makes it not just a motorcycle, but a rebellion in two wheels. If you ever have the chance to throw a leg over a 2025 Arch KRGT-1, do it. Feel the deep rumble through your boots. Lean into the curves and let the bike show you how it dances. Open the throttle and feel the wind tear at your jacket as the landscape blows around you. Listen to the symphony of internal combustion, mechanical precision, and unfiltered passion. Understand, in that moment, that you are experiencing one of the purest forms of motorcycling still available. The 2025 Arch KRGT-1 isn't for everyone, and that's precisely why it's so special. It's not built for mass appeal. It's not built for awards. It's built for the love of the ride, for those who understand that sometimes the greatest luxuries in life aren't about what you have, but about what you experience. The KRGT-1 is a motorcycle with a soul, and riding it, even once, is enough to change the way you think about motorcycling forever. Thanks for watching and wait for the next video.